All right, good morning, Kota territory. Welcome to your midweek weather update. I'm Humberto Giles Sanchez. I'm joined here this morning by First Alert Chief Meteorologist David Stradling, kind of giving you a look at a little bit of a recap
Yeah.
to the first half and a little bit of a look to the second half of the work week.
Right.
You mentioned a little bit before we started, it was a mild first half. Could you kind of elaborate on that mild word, right, as we look
Yeah.
out here at the weather cam?
Yeah, it was pretty mild for us. We had the warmer weather on Monday, but temperatures dropped yesterday with all of that cloud cover. But as you'll notice on our tower camera here, our Golden West Tower camera, getting some sunshine. There are still a few clouds around. That's from a storm system that's passing well to our south, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But for right now, it is looking pretty good, feeling pretty good too, with temperatures in the 50s. We'll continue to notice those temperatures warming up throughout the day as well. But our first alert Doppler radar does show that cloud cover moving in. And we've also had a little bit of moisture into Fall River, Bennett, and Oglala, Lakota counties, where some of those showers still reside in Oglala, Lakota County. Those are going to be pushing westward into Fall River County throughout the rest of the evening. Here's a look at those rain showers near and just south of Oglala, north of Shadron. Those will continue to push westward. We'll keep an eye on. And then we kind of look at that gigantic storm system that's well to our south. You can see it spinning up near Wichita right now. And that storm system is going to continue to pull eastward. It's going to take that cloud cover away. Some of us in Wyoming are waking up with some fog this morning, so that's been kind of something you have to deal with on your morning commute. If you haven't left yet, that's something you will be contending with. But the good news is, over the next hour or so, maybe two, we'll notice sunshine, kind of helping that fog evaporate and kind of bring us more of that sunshine as we go throughout the day. Now, our temperatures, as I mentioned, they're not that bad right now. We have 40s and 50s across Kota territory, so things are rather comfortable for us, and we'll continue to warm up nicely. Piedmont, downtown Rapid City, both at 53, while the airport, Sturgis, and Spearfish are just a degree shy of that at 52. High temperatures today get up to 68. We do have a fair amount of sunshine, but there is a chance of a storm that develops in Kota territory. Where? Well, we'll show you here in our hour-by-hour forecast. If you live in the northern Black Hills, Spearfish Canyon, Lead Deadwood, out towards the Four Corners region in Wyoming, let's say Beulah, maybe Sundance, but that might be too far west. I'd say Spearfish and Belfouche as well. We'll notice as we fast forward here going into the middle of the day, there will be that storm that pops up into the northern Black Hills and pushes northward. But as we get to dinner time, that should be mostly falling apart and things quiet down for us with a little bit of cloud cover overhead. Thursday's looking pretty good, but if you live near the Bighorns, there could be a stray shower or storm possible. Those clouds pass through going into Friday morning. Friday will have a fair amount of sunshine before clouds develop late morning. Storms in the Black Hills morning, midday, and we'll have an isolated chance of a few storms going into Friday afternoon as well. So that's kind of what we're tracking for the rest of the week when it comes to that weather. It will be nice and warm as well, as we have highs climbing up into the 70s by Thursday and Friday. Some spots could flirt with the 80s out towards the Badlands and on the South Dakota Plains. So overall looking pretty good, getting warmer towards the end of the week, Umberto.
All right. Well, I'm kind of excited, at least when you mentioned kind of warmer toward the end of the week. It is, when we mentioned warm, how warm are we talking?
We're talking upper 70s in Rapid City, so those 70s are going to be feeling quite nice, and by the time we get to the weekend, it might actually feel cooler to be in the 70s compared to the weather that's coming up, because we have some 80s and possibly some near record high temperatures for Mother's Day. So if you're a mom that likes high temperatures and near 90 degrees, you'll be a fan of that Mother's Day forecast.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm excited for the weekend. As we mentioned,
Yeah.
I kind of didn't mention on Good Morning Black Hills. I said a comment about Mother's Day and not being ready for that. I'll tell you right now, I am in trouble. My mom called after that.
Oh, no.
Like, you better get me something. But anyways, going back to kind of the weather here, if we look at the 7-day forecast you just pulled up here, really quickly, if we do end up getting those showers Friday, as I'm seeing there right now,
Yeah.
what time can our viewers kind of expect that?
I'd say 10 a.m. and later if you live in the Black Hills. If you live in northeast Wyoming or western South Dakota outside of the Black Hills, we're probably looking more into the afternoon, say noon to 2 p.m., and probably till about 8 p.m. is when those storms will be firing up, and then conditions will quiet down for us. And as I mentioned, Umberto, 83 Saturday, 90 on Sunday. Our record high for Sunday on Mother's Day is 91 degrees, which was set back in 1940. So we could be very close to that record.
We could break that record, possibly.
Yeah.
Very possible. Very possible, at least. not out of the question, right? But as we look into kind of Monday and Tuesday of next week, we see those 90s. Is that going to be the trend from now on?
It actually does look to cool back down. So we do have this big heat wave coming in, if you want to call it that, for this time of year. 90 on Sunday, 89 Monday, but Tuesday we're down to 84, and we could get back down into the 70s for the rest of the week. And there are some data that likes to suggest we may have highs in the 60s after that too. So it'll be a little more comfortable for those who aren't quite ready for the summer heat yet, and kind of early in the season for that 90. I'll dig up some stats on that.
All right, well, you know what? That'll be fine. I'm excited to see at least what tomorrow holds with the drought monitor. Hopefully we can get our viewers kind of that update for Friday and for our morning shows later on tomorrow morning. But at least for now, really quickly, what should our viewers know before we wrap up here? Anything else that they should be aware of, at least when it comes to the weather around the area for the midweek weather update?
Yeah, there's nothing really too concerning in the forecast. As I mentioned, there's some of that fog this morning into the northeastern Wyoming corridor, so you may be dealing with that there, but it should be getting better within the next hour or so. So that's mainly the main headache, if you want to call it that, and then just maybe a stray storm or two the next couple of days, but it's warmer, so I think we'll tolerate it.
Well, excellent. I think our viewers will go ahead and take that over cooler weather
Yes,
any
indeed.
time of the day, or any point in the week or time of the week. It doesn't matter. But yes, hopefully our viewers have a wonderful rest of their Wednesday morning and a wonderful rest of their work week.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything's been going good for them. They can get outside, kind of get prepared for this nice warm weather for the weekend. Hopefully I can catch some of them outside going about. I love talking to them. They're great. I love it.
It's fun to see everyone outside on the bike path,
Yes.
Canyon Lake Park, anywhere around town, walking the dog, riding a bike, going on a run, a walk, anything like that.
Yes, it's always lovely to catch up with some of our viewers. But for now, we'll leave you here with the 7-day forecast for Rapid City. Anything else before we end the stream here?
That's it. Check back in with us on Friday.
All right, we'll see you right back. Yeah, exactly. We'll see you right back here Friday for your weekend weather outlook. For now, see ya.